Good afternoon. Well, the morning session was an informative session, but afternoon it's public speaking skills. And skills is something that you can develop or learn only through practice. How many of you know swimming? Okay, those of you don't know, assume you call me up and say, Manoj, see in Zeal, do you conduct any swimming class? Yeah, inside the hall. Of course, everything we conduct only inside the hall. And I tell you that of course we have a certificate program and we have associated with MMA for that. You can join in 10 sessions. At the end of it, you will be given a certificate. And once you join for that swimming program, very first class I show you the videos of the great swimmers. I give you notes. I take you through PowerPoints on the various styles of swimming. Like we have leadership styles, swimming styles. I teach you the arts and science and physics of swimming. And then finally I give you a spiral binded course book. And at the end of the program I give you a certificate and tell you, you know everything about swimming. Go and jump to the deep side of the swimming pool. So, will you be able to swim? No way. Because skill you can develop only by practice. You cannot read a book how to ride a cycle and after reading that book you won't be able to ride a cycle. There was this guy who was reading this book, how to become a father of a child. And he kept reading it but nothing happened. Because knowing is not doing, doing is doing. So let me not speak, because if I speak I will only improve my communication skill, my presentation skill. Let me take you through a process. And for this I would need those guys, those of you are a little taller and stronger, I would need about 7-8 guys. So please come, and it's not about, you don't have to give a speech. So I would request about 8 or even 10 of you to come forward, and please come. Especially the first 4-5 rows, I see a lot of them. And come quickly. You don't have to give any speech, come quickly. All of you sitting this row, please come. Can I have another 4-5, especially 3 of you, please come, the green shirt, and 3 of you, please come. Come fast. Okay, public speaking is nothing but taking the audience in your comfort zone and speaking to them. Of course, my session would be a compliment to, we had a wonderful session by Vijayanti ma'am. I was laughing and it was so refreshing to listen to her. She has given a lot of tips on the presentation skill, and my session would be a compliment to her session. Can I have half of you come this side? Okay. Okay. See, we have a lot of process. The first and most crucial aspect is one of the most crucial aspect is you must feel comfortable in front of an audience, right? Now, if you have a lot of nervousness, if you feel any time your heart will probably pop out, you will become very stiff. You will not be comfortable. When you speak to a close friend, you are very comfortable, isn't it? You will not go and speak to a close friend very stiff and all that. You will be very comfortable. Let me take them through a very simple process of feeling comfortable in front of a stage. I'm going to make a sound, and sound, see in army there is a lot of emphasis on voice, right? Especially army parade, if you see, and we have our group captain Vijay Kumar here. An army officer, he can really scream and shout. Army parade, if you see, he stands with the sword and he will scream, and 2 kilometers away in a bus stand we can hear it, right? Assuming there is an army officer on the Indo-China border, 200 soldiers he's got, And he gets a message, China has declared war, go attack. So he calls the 200 soldiers and then tells them, shall we fight? Nobody will fight, right? You need to have voice. See, I'm going to make a sound and we are going to have a competition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not fair. And can you please come and can you join that? Can you come this side? And could you please go that side? Okay, we need to see which team is a stronger team, right? See, I'm going to make a sound and then later on you will be doing it and the sound goes something like hey. And I'll just demonstrate how to do that. And it goes this way. Hey! Yeah? So it needs a little strength. Yeah? So you will be doing this first and you need to face these people. And you have to face this crowd. Okay. Face them. Come a little forward. One of you need to do 3 to 1. For the first team, I'll do along with them. I'll join with you. And later on, we will see who is a stronger team, right? Okay, as soon as I go to 1, we have to say hey. Okay, and let your entire body be involved. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey! Okay, seems to be a strong team. Okay, this team. One of you do a countdown. 2, 1. Hey! Who is stronger? Yeah. Okay, let's see. 2 more rounds. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Wow, very powerful. Yeah, this side. 1, 2, 3. Hey! Wow, they are picking up. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Hey! 1, 2, 3. Hey! Okay. Give them a big hand. Can you come this side? All of you also come this side. See, in Zeal we have this clap. It goes this way. I'll show you once, and maybe all of you can join. Yeah, you can also join. Okay, maybe I'll involve all of you. See, a lot of us, our voice just doesn't come out. In fact, they say if your heart and blood oozes, if you say ouch, it heals. Public speaking, for a lot of people, once they stand in front of the mic, voice is not coming out. If you raise your voice, you will feel powerful. If your voice is very submissive, and voice is not coming out. See, nobody can be feeling dull when they raise their voice. Okay, I'm going to do it hey, and I may also do ho. Okay, you don't do it along with me, you do it after me. Okay, you are the leaders. So, the crowd need to join with me. Yeah? When I say hey, you do hey along with me. When I say ho, you do it ho along with me. Yeah, right? They will be in sync with all of you. Yeah, right? Can you all cooperate? Yes. And you can't be like lying back and okay. Can you rub your hand? Yeah, you feel a little energy? Okay. Do it with a little energy. Yeah? Hey! 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 You need to join with me after. As soon as I finish, you need to join with me. Hey! Hey! Okay. All of you need to join along with them, not with me. Right? Hey! Hey! Crowd also. Hey! 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 Ho! Ho! Hey! 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 This clap. Can I have some girls joining? Not for shouting, please. At least 5, 6 of them. Or all the girls who are there, can you all join? Those of you who are not girls, you need to stay back. So, please come. Okay, again you can go back to your little separation. Yeah, you can also come. Okay, this is again a competition between both the teams. Can I have one of you join this side? See, a lot of people, when it comes to presentation, when it comes to public speaking, they avoid because of fear. There is a person who is running an ice cream factory, and he comes to and tells me, Manoj, I am willing to join your Zeal program and all that. But how can you say that we will guarantee that fear will come out? Because in my introductory session, I say, whatever is fear is there inside you, I will take it out, and there is a window there, and I put it out. Say, you can take fear from anybody, but not from me. Still, I will join your program, but I am telling you in advance. Yeah. He got 2 mosques in Chennai. He himself built it. He never speaks in the mosque. He's a very rich person. He's been invited as a chief guest for so many programs, but he never speaks. He says, I'll come as a chief guest, but you should not ask me to say a few words. If that condition is okay, I'll come. And after the program, all the shyness, inhibition went off. Today he speaks not only in his mosque, he goes to various other states and speaks in so many places. So this is a competition. I would like all of you, after this session, to start wanting a desire to master this public speaking. Obama, Swami Vivekananda. See, one good speech and your career is made. You make it very big, man. If you can give one good speech. You're popular overnight. And this is a skill that comes with practice. Without practice, you won't be any good speaker. He's got a history behind it. It just doesn't come overnight. Okay, this is a competition called instant debate. This is team A, this is team B. The topic is village life is the best life. I mean, go with your team. Don't put same side goal. City life is the best life. And it's called instant debate. Instant debate is like instant coffee. One person from one team comes and tells, city life is good because Inox is in city. So city life is good. These people will come and say, some wonderful space is there. If you want to play cricket, can you play in city? You can only play in village, or waterfall is there. So you can come up with lots of points. And I have personally found more than 3 million points on each of these topics. So don't have this mental block that there are only 5 or 6 points. We even had a debate whether sambar is better or chutney is better. And chutney fellow comes and tells chutney is better because it has a unique place in the banana leaf. Sambar has no place. It goes along with the rice. So you can come up with a lot of points. Okay. So one person will come, take the mic and say 1 point. One of you can run and come? Okay. The other person comes and tells 1 point. As soon as he finishes, somebody should come, run and come and take and speak 1 point. If nobody comes, that team is out. Okay. Here somebody comes and tells 1 wonderful point. Nobody comes from this team is out. Yes, for 5 minutes. And see, you can come again and again, also not an issue. Don't repeat the same points. If your team has already spoken something, don't repeat the same point. Can we start? Let's see which team wins. Okay. And don't go with both the life are okay and all that. For you it's village life and for you it's city life. Okay, we start with village. Yeah, any one of you.
Village has more trees, and because of trees we get oxygen, pure air. So it's very, we can live a healthy life.
Okay. Quick. Somebody needs to come. If for 3
we
seconds,
can earn more money in city.
Yeah, come, quick. Okay.
Village life is like
Very
very stress-free. Village life is stress-free, and a lot of people like wake up early and they have a lot of time for them. In city, people keep running. Thank you.
In city life, we can learn many things. We know many more technologies and can develop many more than village.
Village life is good for healthy life.
City life is good for enjoyment.
Okay, very good.
Village life, human relations are valued more than the city life.
Yeah. Okay,
in city we have parks and we can enjoy more than village.
Villages has well because we can have the exercise for hands.
Very good.
City life has a good education.
Excellent.
Village life is a pollution-free life.
If someone in village gets sick, he need to come to the city for the hospitals.
There is no terrorist attack in villages. There's only terrorist attack in the
Very good.
They are more illiterate in villages.
we can breathe fresh air in village.
Okay.
For treatment, we have to come for city only.
Okay. Come up with new points.
We can find a good person in the village.
City is filled with villagers.
Village people have people to come along to take to the hospital, unlike city.
Village has no power.
Whatever the petrol price, we don't care about the petrol price.
People from villages also have to come to city, T Nagar to shop.
Yeah, if nobody comes, then you are out.
Okay. Villages has culture.
City has the rich culture which everyone wants.
Village has a peaceful culture.
City has the enjoyable culture.
In city, we know the difference between a boy and a girl.
In city, mixed number of culture.
Village have a traditional culture.
These kind of seminars won't have village in city.
Village people were sitting here.
Because of city, villages are coming here.
Villagers know their neighbors.
A city has more job opportunities.
Villagers who don't have
more
lot
thing.
of pressure like city life.
City people have a Facebook to know each other.
Villages don't fake like city.
Okay, the last.
City has all politicians.
Even the village people are having a Facebook accounts nowadays.
Okay, okay, give them a big hand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can go back. I would have loved to continue it for some more time, but I am under pressure on time. Sometimes wonderful points comes out. I would like to ask you, this is also a, yeah. In village you have more time, but in city you have limited time. But see, public speaking, when you go through various processes, automatically you will start liking it. To complement what Vijayanti ma'am has said, I will just give you a simple few tips as far as public speaking is concerned. See, all of us, we are unique. Our fingerprints are our fingerprints. But still there are certain basic aspects to public speaking. One very crucial aspect is that you must be connected with your audience. A lot of people, when they speak, they are not connected to the audience or the individual when they speak one-on-one. I went for a conference in Mumbai, in Hyatt Hotel. I was one of the member of the audience as a delegate, and there was this guy sitting next to me in coat suit, was holding his chest and he collapsed. A few of us, and there were about 500 delegates. There was a minister who was speaking on the podium, and he has distributed his speech to everybody. That speech must have been written by some IAS officer, and he was reading that. There was a small commotion because this person fell down. So first instances we thought it could be a heart attack because he was holding to his chest, but he was breathing and he was saying I'm okay and all that. But still he was sweating also. So hotel staff also came, and about 10-15 of us, the others don't know what's happening. So we somehow managed to take him, and the hotel people said we will take care of it, and they took him to a hospital. But during all this commotion, our speaker didn't know what's happening. He continued to read because nobody was listening to him. Either few of us knew what was happening, rest of us, they were watching us, what's going on. But it's a five-star hotel, so everybody was silent. Nobody was screaming and shouting. But the speaker continued to read his speech. The first criteria is you must be connected to the audience. You must know how they are feeling. Even a small little kid, adults, we may not know whether the other person is getting bored or not. Small little kid, 3-year-old little boy, breaks the toy, runs to his mom and tells the mom, Amma, mom is watching TV, serial, she is completely engrossed. She says, yes, Kanna, tell me, but she is actually not listening. Or the kid will go on pulling the sari, and the mom will say, my God, what's happening in the serial? I think a murder is going to take place. And she tells the little boy, yeah, tell me. But the little boy won't tell. He will go on pulling the sari, and finally the mom won't be able to see the TV and put the remote down and say, what? What do you want to tell me? And the little boy will say, I broke the blade of the helicopter. A 3-year-old knows when somebody is listening, when somebody is not listening. But as an adult, especially when we start in front of the audience, we sometimes speak to the ceiling. Sometimes we speak to the walls. You know, you go to KMC and you will see a lot of people, they speak to the walls and they say, hi, oh, I missed you so much. So some people, in one of the engineering college, I was conducting a mock interview session, and the guy, I just asked him, tell me something about yourself. This guy was looking at the table, and he was going on saying, I'm Saravanan B, I'm third year engineering, blah, blah, blah. My hobby is reading. Then he stopped. Then I knocked at the table and said, table, should I recruit him? This guy, look, what happened to the trainer? Is he okay? Why is he speaking to the table? And I was telling him, see, you are speaking to the table. You are not looking at me. So I need to ask the table whether I should recruit you or not. First criteria is, you should know whether, see, not everybody may listen to you. But right now I know who is listening, who is not listening. And I can feel the pulse of the audience right now. And I know some of them are intensely listening. I mean, if all of you are not listening, I would rather stop. Second is what to do with hands. This is a big question mark, especially for public speaking. People think if there is a screw and if I could remove and keep, without hands I can speak. Because otherwise, what to do with hands? I mean, where to keep? What to do with hands? See, when we speak to our friends, we don't have this question. We just naturally speak. But in public speaking, this becomes a big issue. This is a very defensive position. This is also a defensive. You won't see two lovers in the beach. Okay, tell me, sweetheart. Okay, I love you, sweetheart. Yeah, you will see their hands are open. Have you seen small kids when they say no? No, I will not eat dosa today. They hold their hands together. You let go of your hands. In Zeal, we have researched some hand position. The first one is called when the hands are completely paralyzed. Both the hands will be like this. No movement. In Zeal, we call this pose a songified pose. So please forgive me for my language. For some people, life is there up to here. Okay, so they will say, she was running, and finally she went and caught the rabbit. Hand will not come up. Even if she has to say, we must come up in life, you must come up in life, but the hands will not come up. The world is so big. But hand position will be down only. So, of course, some people take the pregnancy pose. Some people take the Swami Vivekananda pose. Actually, he never spoke this way. Some people, they won't be having any connection with what they are saying. There is this guy, we have the speech competition, there is this guy, Manoj sir, I want to practice with you personally. So I said, okay, there is half an hour more for the class, you give me your speech. He gave a very enthusiastic speech. Oh, we should do that, this, and finally we said, we must be enthusiastic. So, I was like, why here? What does stomach to do with enthusiasm? So some people say we must come up in life, but the hands will be going down. Like those of you who have seen our Bill Clinton's testimony. See, when we say no, we say this. Nah? When we say yes, we say this. He said, I did not had sexual relationship with that woman. It is there in the YouTube, you can see. His hands, his head movement shows, yes, I had, and I don't mind a little more. So, your hands are powerful tools. If I say from where to where he has come, without hand movement, it won't make much of a sense. But if I say from where to where he has come, it adds impact to my speech. Hands are powerful tools for communication. Put it in this visible region. Instead of below the belt, put it in this visible region. Let it do its job. It will automatically express itself. It's very powerful. Even in an interview, don't put your hands under the table. You let it express itself. It's powerful tools. What to do with legs, finally? Lot of speakers I've seen they get into pendulum movement. Have you seen in a clock a pendulum movement? So they get into this. So our India is a great country because of Nehru and because of Indira, but today who we have? Today we don't have leaders. And unless we create leaders, our country, so they go into this. Have you seen security guards on the gate, especially on the Indo Park, they have this. So they go from one side to the other side. You can go out and the professor wouldn't know because the rhythm is so perfect. And they just keep, or some speakers, they get into this walk. They go into this walk. So you are not sure whether to look at the catwalk of the speaker or to listen to the speaker. See, you can move. Definitely you can move. So sometimes I might say that the stage was quite huge and I was standing outside the stage and I was about to enter the stage. And then finally when my turn came, I walked towards the center of the stage. So sometimes you can move around, but it should make sense. Use your legs. I'm not saying you need to freeze yourself, but let your walk go along with your speech. Don't get into a pendulum kind of a movement where the movement has no connection to what you speak. These are some very basic fundamentals of public speaking. All of your management professionals, definitely you're going to hold high positions in corporates. Presentation and public speaking will be a part of your profession. And if you can master the skill, nothing like it. If you can go with a lot of comfort and express yourself clearly, nothing like it. How much more time do I have? I would like to give one more simple example of ultimately mastering it, where instead of your mind freezing, you'll get a lot of good ideas. Can you pass the mic to somebody? Maybe to her. Yeah, can you please stand up and just introduce yourself.
MBA second year.
MBA second year. Can you tell me any story? Just 2-3 lines will do. There was a fox in a jungle, or there was a little boy, or there was this beautiful girl and boy in a village. Any story.
Once there lived a lion and a rabbit.
Okay, that much will be. Would you like to add something more?
Nothing, sir.
Okay, that will do. Once in a jungle there was a lion and a rabbit, and the lion and the rabbit were the only. Thank you. You can take the mic. Keep the mic. I'll let her have the mic. Okay. Once in a jungle there was a lion. See, I have no clue what I'm going to say. Okay, I'm just giving a demonstration. Once in a jungle there was a lion and a rabbit. And the lion and the rabbit were the only two living organisms who was still in the jungle. Because something or the other, one animal after another animal died. And finally, only one lion and one rabbit was alive. The lion was feeling very restless. It was hungry. It knew the rabbit standing in front of me is the only animal that is alive. And it didn't want to eat it up, because the lion wanted some company. The rabbit was scared, but the lion gave a little bit of assurance that somebody is there for you. And so they were staying close, both nervous about each other, and the rabbit knew so well that the lion is hungry, anytime probably it will get eaten up, but didn't want to go away from the lion. What to do? There is mountain on the other side, and should we cross the mountain, and it won't be easy for both of them to cross the mountain, and should they move out, or should they wait and just surrender to whatever happens? Finally, the lion decided, yes, we need to cross the mountain. We can't be dying here. Everybody have died here. And so they decided to walk across the mountain. And they don't know what is there other side of the mountain. Can you hand over the mic to the person sitting next? Can you continue my story?
They crossed the mountain and they went to the another side. They saw a river. They drank some water there. After that, the sun also, what to say, it's a summertime. So river is also vanished. After that, lion would be possibly eating the rabbit.
Lion should be?
Possibly eating the rabbit.
Possibly would eat the rabbit. So after they had water, now the lion was quite confident that now I've come out of that cursed place. It's a new jungle. So I can eat the rabbit. I'm actually very hungry. And so it goes towards the rabbit and says, I'm so sorry, you gave me a good company. And we walked across the mountain together. But I need to eat you up. After all, I'm a lion. And opens the mouth. And as soon as it opens the mouth, blood starts dripping from the teeth. And the lion gets very wild. And the whole lion starts shaking. And the rabbit also is scared. Because that's how every animal have died in that jungle earlier. Although they have crossed the mountain, probably the curse has stayed. And the rabbit thought, my God, probably I am also going to die. And soon the lion was bleeding and continued to bleed and then died. And the rabbit thought, oh my dear, I am going to die. But then finally, after a month, the rabbit was still alive. Maybe rabbit thought, I never wanted to harm anybody. I think the thought of harming somebody kills you. Maybe that's the curse. And the rabbit moved on and it found a beautiful house with little kids. And the kids adopted the rabbit. And the rabbit stayed happily ever after. Thank you. Okay, now some story. But this is another process where you challenge yourself apart from prepared speeches. Because I generally tell nice stories. When I go in a car, my son likes to listen to a lot of my stories. But once he sleeps, I stop. And then my family is like, then what happened? And I'm like, I also don't know. Then what happened? This is like a creative communication where you can probably form a small group or something in SRM itself and give each other topics where you speak on the spot. You don't know what the next sentence is. I didn't know how the story is going to build up, but together we build up some story. This is an excellent, see today when I take class, a lot of good ideas comes to me and I express it in my class. Forget prepared speech and delivering that prepared speech. Here, you reach a stage where when you are on stage, you get very excited and a lot of ideas comes to it. That I would say is a very higher level of public speaking, and that's the level that you should aim for. And I would like to end by saying that this is one skill that can take you places, can make you instantly famous, can get you a lot of fan following. Master public speaking. There are lots of organizations where you can master this skill. Also, whatever opportunities that you get in SRM, also take it up for any presentation. I'm sure MBA would involve a lot of presentation. You take it up and all the fear will go away and you will master this skill. I'd like to end by saying, okay, this is my final session. I'd like to say thanks to Madras Management Association, especially Group Captain Vijay Kumar. I consider him as a role model, as a leader. He's a source of inspiration personally for me. And I have seen MMA growing by leaps and bounds under his leadership. I also would like to thank Satish. I don't know if Satish is somewhere there. And wonderful personality and an excellent human being. And Prakash from Sea Change. I'm sure this whole concept, the moment I was told, I was saying 24 hours continuously. I mean, it's a out of the world idea. Whoever thought of it? I'm sure Sea Change and MMA together have planned it. But it's a wonderful idea and excellent concept. And I thank Sea Change Consulting as well, and especially Prakash. Thank you very much for the attention. And can we end with this clap? Thank you.